So I'm just making a quick video here. Don't mind my little mess. I have to organize my room. So it's Monday, the day after the full moon. I haven't checked the moon sign yet. Last night it was the moon in Libra. Today is the next day, Monday, March 1st. So right here I have my candle for usually Mondays, or if I'm doing like a intention for a goddess or like Selene, Kate, I put Selene here. I've showed this candle in a last video. I've got some semi-precious rock quartz here, or clear quartz, and I've dressed the candle. There's tons of different ways to do this with different candles and whatnot, but this is a 7-day candle. Well, if you light it for a little bit, it'll last 7 days. I lit it for a couple hours last night. So I've got some clear quartz in there, if you can see. So this candle was first lit on the full moon. I don't necessarily believe in, I've said this before, in lighting a candle and letting it burn all the way through. Not because I don't believe in it, just because it's not realistic and, you know, you leave and just whatever, but I definitely have done it, but it's not something I always do. So this will probably take me about a week or so, sometimes even longer. The 7-day candles take me longer than 7 days. And I need a BBQ lighter. All my BBQ lighters are out of fluid, and I don't have any fluid because what happens is with the 7-day candles, unless you have like a way to collect glass, which most people don't, what happens is it will go all the way down, and then it's impossible to light with a lighter without like almost burning yourself or dripping wax on yourself. So what you need is, it's not impossible though. I tried even with matches. I'm not sure if it would work with a match. I'll probably burn myself, but a BBQ lighter would definitely do the trick. It would get down there and light it, so you can actually light your 7-day candle all the way through. So yeah, it's kind of an obvious thing. So I have lots of different candles under my altar even that I've already kind of, as you can tell, put different stuff in them. Cinnamon, sage, just whatever, right? I do want to pick up some real sage. I gave the last of my bit of sage and cedar to a friend that was moving, so I gave it to them for good luck and to clear negative energies and stuff. So I gave that away. It was a little piece. It was actually a good luck piece, but whatever. I was being nice. So I do have to get some more like actual full sage, but I do have ground sage. This is actually a good brand. It's gourmet. It's for cooking, obviously, but there's some ground sage here, and it's actually I like full leafy stuff too to put in. Like, I don't mind having bigger pieces to put in candles, but sometimes it'll be a little puff of flame or whatever. It's not a big deal. But this, if you can see, is really easy to just see, kind of sprinkle around with your, so depending on how much you want, kind of just rub it off the tip of the, rub it off the tip of the wick, clear off whatever there. So I've got some sage, some clear quartz for Monday, and for Selene. So these things are for the moon. Sage you can use for a lot of things. Clear quartz, of course, a lot of things, but resonates with Monday and Selene. I'm going to be doing a pentagram spread, tarot spread, and reading, and I'm actually lighting this candle for the courage chant for Selene. So I know this is really funny, my pentagram. I just had it there just to have one, but I definitely am making one, an artsy one. This tray underneath is from my great-grandmother. It had glass on it that broke when I was moving, unfortunately, to a different apartment before a couple years ago. So I have to replace the glass, but I have it covered with this green. Actually, this is a beach wrap that you can wear several different ways that I bought. My best friend ever, sister / best friend, bought a purple one, which this is really dear to me. This, I'm not going to be cutting it or anything. I have it wrapped around my altar, which this was repainted but was my great-grandmother's, and this was from my really good friend, that I bought with my really good friend, which she has passed on, so it's really important to me. So I've consecrated and, well, not, sorry, consecrated, but I've dressed my candle with my sage and my clear quartz. Got it there. And then what I'll do is, and this is actually from my teacher, so all my stuff kind of resonates with. I have a lot of little things that just kind of have meanings to me. Like, I don't mind buying stuff online at all, because you can find some really neat stuff, but it was important to me, especially just being on a budget and just whatever, to actually find things that have significant meaning. So it could be things that have been given to you, or, you know, special gifts, and or best friend charms, or like pictures, memories. When I'm really trying to put intentions in for good luck for other people, I'll put a picture up and stuff. I'm going to be putting a picture up with my mom, of my mom, or me and my mom, to send some good luck her way, because she's okay, but she's been having some love issues. So it's just nice to kind of incorporate people into your spells when you can. If you're doing a good thing, or if you ask permission, of course, no harm to anyone. So here's my jasmine incense. So I'll make this a little, oh, there it is. I was like, great, I can't find my lighter. And I also even try to use a lighter that's been even sat in the windowsill and just been kind of cleansed and stuff. I don't want to use a lighter that's been touched by a lot of people and have a lot of just different energies, because you don't know, right? I usually do use, I'm a fan of these, but lighter's okay for when you just want to get it done. So this is for my air element. So we're lighting jasmine, which jasmine's also for the moon. I wanted to actually light a lily one, but I don't always let, like last night, I let a rose one light all the way through, but I usually will light an incense in between, I'll light it at least twice, because just, it's nice to cleanse and everything, but sometimes it gives me some breathing issues, and my mom, I make sure not to use so much that she notices, because sometimes she doesn't like different smells. She's allergic to like everything. So I lit this a couple days ago, and I'm finishing it probably now. Sometimes I'll light it even 3 separate times. But last night I was liking the rose one I had lit, so I let it light all the way through. It's for the moon and Libra, to light rose. So they'll usually give you a few options on the site I use for certain directions and guidance. It'll give you, say, like, it'll say tiger's eye. You can use crystals like tiger's eye, or carnelian. Like, it'll give you a few options just in case. So it's, which I like, because it just makes it so if you don't have one, you could use the other. So I could use jasmine, lily. I could have burned lemon. I've been using lemon a lot the last few days, so I just decided to actually use a bit of rosemary. No, it's not fresh rosemary, but it still works. I put this stuff in my bath even too sometimes. So I've got my rosemary there. I do buy fresh stuff every now and then, but as you know, sometimes if you don't use it fast enough, it will go kind of soggy in the fridge. I noticed if you let air get to it, so if you don't have your fresh herbs all bundled up and wrapped up in really tightly, which locks in too much moisture, that's what I noticed makes the fresh herbs get soggy. So it's good to have them kind of being able to breathe in the fridge, I noticed. So, and that way they can, especially if you're drying them out in the fridge, they can stay fresh and then just dry out properly without getting that mushiness. And it also depends on what you're using. Some stuff dries way faster than others, right? But I've got some dried herbs